So, if I'm on this view, now you can hear me, right? Hello to all my adoring fan out there. That would be Kyle. Welcome to my experimental stream on YouTube. Seems like the yes, Queen. Okay, it's working. I still have the issue where I awkwardly look over there whenever I'm looking at chat. Someday I should come up with a setup where that is not the case. But for now, the stream is working. I also can't see the viewer count. I wonder if that can be shown through OBS stats. No. I mean, it's probably one viewer, Kyle, but I can switch over to a list of the chat participants, but not see view count. I can see it if I switch over to the YouTube browser window, but then I'm not in OBS. Clearly, this would be better if I had like a multi-monitor setup and could have like one thing over here and a game I'm playing here. Harder to do for board games, but you know, we're trying it out. Overall, I'll have to after the stream, I'll do some more research on whether there's more like YouTube plugins to OBS. Didn't seem like the stream elements and kind of the mainstream plugins I already had. It didn't really seem like they had as much functionality with YouTube as Twitch, which is not surprising. But yeah, trying this out today. I am going to play some Final Girl because it's just me. I'm solo, so let's play a solo game. I just played a game of this. What is time over the holidays? Yesterday was Christmas. I guess I played it on Christmas Eve to refresh myself on how it works. I've played a lot more Hostage Negotiator than Final Girl, but it doesn't have as much in common as I kind of remembered. I mean, it has plenty in common, but like there's a lot to this that you don't just know just because you've played a lot of Hostage Negotiator. Gotta set up my dice so they look all pretty. There we go. See, now if I switch to the overhead view, there, you can see that they're numbered 1 through 6 in order. Super crucial, right? Oh, I still have some of the stuff out here from my last game. So I'm just playing the first box for now of Final Girl. So it's Lori and Reiko against Hans at Camp Happy Trails. And once I'm a little more comfortable again with the system, I will move on to something else. I wonder... You know, I say 2 screens is a good idea. I do have an iPad that I sometimes have something going on while we stream also to see something or just see what the stream looks like live. I wonder, like, if I pull up YouTube on my phone, what do I see? This is all me fucking around. Okay, well, my channel is the first thing that YouTube recommends me, so that's good, I guess. Can I, what if I go to the studio section? Does it tell me I'm live streaming? No. I wonder, YouTube has like 5 different apps for 5 different things. Oh wait, live, here we go. No content available, okay. So it must only see archives. This is riveting, I'm sure. I am going to search really quick, like YouTube streaming iOS app. Like, is that a thing? Not really. Yeah, I wish I could manage the stream from my iPad. Just because it's lighter weight, easier to get, easier to have just to the side, like on this chair or something like that, than my laptop is. But, oh well. Let's see. I won playing off camera earlier with Lori, so I'm gonna give Reiko a shot. And we're gonna need a new non-extra hard mode finale. Kyle, it's been too long since I live streamed. I don't remember how to shuffle cards. It has been like a month. December really flies by. And I was even off work last week and told myself I would do a bunch of streaming and stuff, and kind of didn't. Making up for it now. So yeah, I'm hoping that more people just like... Twitch has an issue of being hard to like be discovered on, right? Like when you're in a section like board games that is not very popular anyway on Twitch. People don't just go there for board game streaming as much as they do video game streaming. And then when you're down at the bottom of it as a small channel, there's not really any way that people kind of stumble on to what you're up to. I think that YouTube actually has some interesting ways of surfacing, of like recommending a live stream directly to people on their homepages. And also, I have 2,000 or so subscribers on YouTube that theoretically would see that we're streaming and maybe be interested in. Or maybe just they'll unsubscribe. Who can say? We'll find out together. Speaking of which, since this is YouTube, and Kyle, if you're still watching, this goes for you. If you hit the streams have like buttons also, and like a YouTube video does, if you smash that like button, it does help YouTube want to recommend it to more people. So that would help out. All right, we've got our 10 terror cards. Kyle's boarding his flight now. Oh no! Kyle! Then who'll be watching? That's fine. It's fine. I guess I want you to fly here. Not that I miss you or anything. Ooh, the bonfire setup. That's a fun one. All of our victims start clumped together. Okay. Oh, we need all the items from my last game shuffled in here. Reset that. No dead victims yet. Alright, I think I'm about set up. We've got 4 items in each of these decks. Flipping over the knife, the lucky rabbit's foot, and the motorboat keys. We'll look more closely at those in a second. And then we're doing the bonfire setup. It's maybe a little too small to play on camera very well, but it shows me where all the victims start. And for this setup, the victims are mostly here at the fire pit. I guess it was bonfire night at the camp. And then there's a couple up here at makeout points. Doing whatever people do at makeout point. I don't know. I've never seen a horror movie. And then I, as Reiko, will start here, and the killer will start way up here. Several steps away from any potential victims, so that's good to see. Next, we are going to reveal an event. Should twist the game a little bit. The event, or at least the first event for the game, is Clingy Campers. I just saw the autofocus thing happening, which I need to fix. So, pardon my weird, awkward reach here. As I turn off auto white balance and autofocus. Much better. Alright. The event is Clingy Campers. If you grip my arm any tighter, you're going to pull it right off. There is no penalty for the first victim you save during the action phase. For each additional victim saved, lose a life. Oh, shoot. Okay, they're clingy, and so I lose hearts if I save too many victims in one action phase. I haven't seen that one before, and it seems kind of brutal. Yeah, that's all downsides. Sometimes these events have some silver linings. Like the one I played earlier today had, I don't remember the name of it, but it made the campers curious about the killer, and each upkeep phase at the end of each round, the closest victim to the killer would move one step closer to the killer, which made them die more easily, but it also was something that I could predict and use to my advantage. This I don't see any upside, so that's cool. Hans is going to have 12 total health. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I out of hearts? How can I be out of hearts? There must be more hearts. What? Alright, hang on. Let me check in my game box. Aha! Treasure Grove. 12th heart. Alright, if you happen to be tuning in and you are not familiar with Final Girl, this is a solo kind of dice rolling, push your luck tactics game where you are the horror trope of the final girl, the one who survives to the end and has the showdown with the killer at the end of the campy horror movie. And your goal is to escort victims to safety and eventually kill the killer before the killer kills you. That was a lot of the word kill. I stand by it. This game's about killing. So I am going to switch over the view to the overhead. Here we go. I am Reiko. She has 6 health. These abilities are things that she gets to do as she rescues victims, and then once she's rescued 5 of them, flip her over and unlock her ability permanently, which would let her, once in the action phase, move to an enemy's space. There's only the one enemy, the killer. For free if they're within 2 spaces. So that'll help me land some killing blows at the end, hopefully. And with that, I'm going to take a look at the items that are available. Over here at the cabins, I could find the motorboat keys, which would let me place the motorboat token at the closest space to me bordering the water, and I can spend 2 time to travel to any other space bordering the water. Oh, that's cool. It lets you like teleport around the lake. At the expense of time. Still, that seems really strong. The Lucky Rabbit's Foot, which you can discard during the action phase to make a horror roll. For each success, you choose one of these benefits, and they're all pretty good benefits. And the knife, which is a little stabby weapon if you're at melee. Okay. Okay, so, and this is, if you're just joining, a very experimental stream where I'm trying to figure out how to stream to YouTube, how that works. So forgive me if I'm looking at my computer a lot and trying to figure out exactly what's going on. But yeah, let's get going. So, whoops, horror for Hans starts at 4. Is there anything else I've missed on setup? I don't think so. All right. So I've started really far away from the killer, but decently close to the majority of victims. So let me start by walking over to them. That's, I'm just rolling 2 dice right now, hoping to roll successes so I can move some spaces here. A fail and a results a convertible success where I can discard 2 cards to make that a success. I'm not going to need to rest or weak attack anytime soon, so I will discard them move up to 1 space, so I'll move there. And I lose a time. Time is how you buy new cards, but also a resource that you tend to use as you play cards. Next, I will just... Boy, I don't want to blow through all of my starting cards here. I am going to play Focus and try to reduce the horror level here. So, do a horror roll. Again, convertible. I don't think I want to spend these 2 cards on this, though. No, it's probably still worth it. I hate it, but if I feed these 2 cards to convert that to success, then I lose 1 less time. I lose 1 instead of 2 if I fail, and horror goes down. Probably worth it, as much as that sucks, and I've used all my starting cards. So, I need to buy some stuff. It's probably going to be a sprint for 2, and maybe just these 2 close calls that let me reroll for 1 each. I think that's going to be that. And then these all return to the 0 cost slot. I can buy them back next turn and reuse all my 0 cost starting cards. For now, next round is going to be a little bit slow since I don't have many cards. The killer phase. So Hans is going to take his action, which is stab someone at his location. Or he's got a hammer, right? A hammer. Smash, I guess. It's just a knife icon. There's no one at his location, so sucks to be him. And then we'll do a terror card. He's just standing there. Okay, that raises horror by 2. I'm glad I lowered it. But that's still pretty bad. And then it's going to target the closest kind of target, either victim or me, and move twice. Each time that he moves, it's for 1 space. So this looks like the closest victim. Hans will move 2 spaces to it. Won't kill it yet, but they're in trouble. All right. David Espinoza in the chat. Good to see you. This is it's Arkham at camp. It's the new campaign, right? Yeah. It's the one after the Scarlet Keys. I'm play testing it. Let's go with that. No, but actually, I do. I am brainstorming some more Arkham content to do now that cards only come out once a year and card reviews they're done, and now we have nothing to do in our normal cadence of content around Arkham for the next 10 months. But it probably won't be streaming it. My opinion is that Arkham is not a very good stream game. Like the board just becomes unreadable. Like the last 3 times I tried to stream Arkham, people were coming in and were like, what the fuck is going on? I can't tell. There's just so many cards on the table. I just get questions like, does this game usually have this many cards? All that stuff. The answer is yes. Like, it's a normal, at least for a campaign like Edge of the Earth or Scarlet Keys, it's a normal game of Arkham. It is just crazy and not very readable on camera. That, and then the length of the games, especially when you're streaming. Because streaming, you're talking with the chat and everything. It slows everything down a little bit more. That, yeah, I kind of don't consider Arkham to be that good a streaming game. But I don't know. Not to say that we'll never stream Arkham, but it's not actually a high priority for me for live streams these days. With that, we had finished the killer phase. Next is the panic phase, where if anyone had been dead, the other victims might panic. No one is dead, and so then it's upkeep. We don't have anything that triggers an upkeep, so we're going on to the next round. And I'm going to sprint. I'm going to see if I can save that victim. It's a long shot, because I would need to roll 2 successes here, but I've got some rerolls. We will see. 1 success. That moves up to 2 spaces. And I could convert this with both of my rerolls to a success to make it 3 spaces, which would get me away from the killer with that victim. That seems strong? I'm going to spend 1 reroll to go for the second success. Same result. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna use my other reroll. I'm gonna let this just be spending one time to move two spaces. So I will grab this victim. And you know what? So the Clinging Campers event wants me to only save them one at a time anyway, so I'm just gonna move out and save it. And that is going to, that'll actually, I'll use one of Reiko's move one space bonuses and move a space right back and try to start getting people out of that fire pit. I think that this person who is stuck up here near the lake is probably not long for this world, but I don't know what I can do about it. Haha, thank you for your answer. I do agree that it isn't a streamable game, but I think everyone here loves your analysis and the guide. So maybe just talk about cards and decks. Yeah, I appreciate that, David. And that's most when I say that we're brainstorming content. What I think there isn't much like I want to sure, we're obviously not the only ones reviewing cards. I think we do it in a way that you mentioned playing board games. I used to watch them back when they were really small and not playing Arkham. They were playing other things. I have not watched much of their Arkham stuff, I confess. Partly I just don't watch stuff that's that similar to what I make because I already spend so much time making it that I don't also want to watch it. But so yeah, I don't know how much they talk about this kind of thing, but I like that we're like face-to-face people in the same room talking about cards. At least now that COVID is, now that we're pretending it's over. I like that, and I think that makes us a little bit different from a lot of content creators. And then we are, like, speaking for Optimal Play, I'm very conscious. I've gotten this feedback, obviously, but like, we're not hype machines. We don't come in being like, we're so excited, we want to be so excited, we want to make you, the viewer, so excited about these cards. Like, we're actually kind of more critical in a way that turns off some people, but I think is kind of unique to us and kind of interesting that we talk about like how we would have designed a card differently, or why we think something's a misstep, or why we're disappointed with the class's cards in a box, that in a way that I think is kind of unique to us. And so, oh, Kyle's back. Hi again, Kyle. I hope you got a comfy seat on your plane. So anyway, when we're talking about more content that we could do throughout the year, it's kind of in that vein. It's kind of like design criticism is actually like what we're talking about. Is having maybe a conversation kind of video episode, whatever you want to call it, that's about each keyword, like and kind of our thoughts on the design of that keyword and maybe our favorite cards and least favorite cards that use that keyword, or just in general about something like the like traits, how traits are kind of sometimes interesting, but a lot of that sometimes flavor, sometimes relevant, kind of half-hearted, used in the game, and the way that I definitely have some critique of. And I think that, conversations along those lines is actually what we're kind of thinking about, and I'm not sure that there's anyone else doing that. If you're aware, like if playing board games does have those kinds of conversation, I'd love to know that, both to watch it because I would find that interesting and to not just copy them. Yeah, exactly that what you said. It's awesome, very appreciated by the community. You should do it more. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of just, it's keeping it real. It's like we've always set out to have the conversations that we would be having anyway if the cameras weren't on. Like, we'd be opening the new pack and shooting the shit about the new cards, and it would be some good, some bad. But yeah, that's what we go for. Where was I in Final Girl after that tangent? Thank you for the question. I'm here alone, so very happy to have people to chat with. I have 5 time to spend on new cards. I am going to want to keep sprinting. I'm going to buy a sprint. I get all the 0 cards back. Sprint costs 2, so I have 3 left to spend. And then let's try to get the horror level down. I'm going to take a distraction. That card is pretty strong. Okay, I've spent that time. We'll go back to 6 for next round. It's the killer phase. The killer kills, as killers do. He is going to kill this poor victim by the water. It's dead, and his what's the name of this track? Oh, I try to use like the real names of things when we're streaming or doing videos. And hell if I can remember what that track is called. It's just the Dark Power track. It triggers their Dark Power eventually. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, after he kills a victim, he gets rewarded by moving up that track. And then he's going to resolve a terror card. Horror? No, Kyle, this is horror. I'm talking about this track. That he bumps this red token up the track and he gets stronger every time he kills a victim. And, okay, I just have to... Riveting content as I look at the rulebook. I'm just going to look it up. This is going to bother me now. Let's see. Yeah, the horror level is this. The killer phase, attacking a victim. Bloodlust! How did I not know? This is the Bloodlust track. As the killer gets... What? Did you type that right as I said it, or did you come up with that answer somehow, Kyle? Because yes, you're right. It is the Bloodlust track. Okay. The Terror card comes up, and it is Fire! Roll a die to determine which space bursts into flames, the cabins, the utility shed, or the dock. All victims in that space are killed. Discard all item cards from that space. If you or an enemy are there, you each lose a heart. So no one can get hurt here. There's no one in the utility shed, the dock, or the cabins, but one of them is going to burn down and not be searchable anymore. So it is... 3 is the utility shed. So I'm just going to put... let's just put this... orange meat. No, that's going to be confusing. All right, I don't have a way to mark it as on fire. But what I can do is remove its item deck from the game. This was the only weapon that we were aware of, so I think I really need to get searching into these other locations and hope that there's more weapons buried in those. Okay. But you know what? No one else died. The killer didn't even move. I think that ultimately that's okay. So let's start trying to get more of these victims out of here with a sprint again. Oh, wait. No. I'm double checking that this is the right number of cards in the tarot deck, because one had just been floating around the table for some reason. There we go. I'm going to start with Distraction, because this can gain time. It's super strong. It's what I want to spend my reroll on if I fail this. So Distraction, 2 successes would reduce the horror level by 2 and give me 2 time. This card is incredible. 1 success and I can convert the other one. Converting the second success would gain me an extra time and reduce the horror level by 1. Totally worth it. So I'm going to get rid of my short rest, and I don't think I'm attacking the killer right too soon, and my weak attack. Convert that. It'll drop horror by 2, gain 2 time. Love that card. Okay. Now I'm going to sprint. Try to get some more victims out of here. So, still just 2 dice, sadly. 1 success and another convertible success. I think I will let the... I don't think I'm going to convert that convertible success. So I'm going to spend 1 time to move 2 spaces. I'll move into the fire pit and leave, taking 2 victims with me. And then let's try to keep reducing... I'm going to try to keep reducing the horror level with a focus. A good roll here could reduce it more. Yeah, that is a good roll. That's 2 successes. That reduces the horror and gains 2 time. This is a great turn right now. I don't want to just blow through all my 0-cost cards in the same turn again. I want to spread them out a little bit more, so I don't think I want to focus again this turn. What I will do is walk and attempt to get at least one of these victims out to safety. That's not great. Let's... What happens if I fail that? I can move one space and lose a heart. And lose 2 time. That's actually fine. I won't spend any cards. I lose 2 time. I'm down to 7. But I get to move 1 space and lose a heart. But I can rest that back up, hopefully. And then I think I am just going to choose to rescue 1 victim here. Because then I can rescue another one at the start of the next turn. And I feel pretty good about that. I'll just go ahead and take the one, or place it in the spot that heals me by 1. Back to full. Easy peasy. Okay. It's planning time. I have 7 time to spend. I'm going to buy another distraction. That card is bonkers. That costs 3. I need to start searching for weapons. So I'm going to take a search. And the killer is close enough that I would like to be ready if it's going to attack me. So I think I'm going to take a guard. Yeah. And there were no zeros to take back that round. There will be next round. Okay, so sorting these back out. All right. Killer phase. Killer tries to smash someone with a hammer where he currently is. There's nothing there. So the new tarot card is Hans wants me. He's always wanted me. He's going to target the final girl specifically and move twice towards me. That will actually reach me. So he gets here, and I believe he attacks me. I'm going to double check this. I was just saying before we started that I'm still brushing up on this game a little bit, but I think that because this card just shows the final girl icon, that means all of the subsequent icons are targeting me. Yes. Yep. Okay. So it's going to do 2 damage. Do I want to use the guard for that or wait until he's a little stronger? I think I'm going to save it. I'll just take the 2. I'll find a way to heal. So 2 damage. That does hurt. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And then the panic phase. So nobody died, which means nobody panics. And then upkeep is nothing. So back to my action phase. Alright, I need to search the docks. And I need to find a lot of good stuff there. I'm going to start with a distraction, though. Try to get the horror level down to where I can roll extra dice. So here we go. 2 convertible successes. Woof. I think it'll just be... I'm going to convert one of them using my walk and focus cards, which will reduce horror by 1 and gain me 1 time, putting me at 7. And now I'm at 3 dice, which is what I wanted. I had to give up my walk, though, so it's a little hard to get out of here, but I can push this victim to safety and put the victim on one of the... or on my remaining move 1 space ability. So I can move 1 space to the dock where I can search it, all according to plan. 3 dice now. Here we go. 2 successes. That's great. I get to take the top 2 item cards and choose one, and then leave the other one on the top or bottom of this location's deck. So I have the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Lucky Rabbit's Foot says, I'm not the superstitious sort, but I'll take all the help I can get. You can discard it during the action phase to make a horror roll, and for each success, choose one of 4 benefits. 2 time, heal a heart, reduce horror, or move a space. Seems solid. Or the map. If I'm going to survive the night, I need to know the lay of the land. Discard during the action phase, and then for each deck of item cards, do one of the following. If the top card is face down, reveal it. If the top card is face up, you may remove it from the game and reveal the next card. So this would help me find weapons, because I need a weapon. Hmm. I think I like the Lucky Rabbit's Foot though. And I'm gonna put the map on the bottom of the item deck so that I won't find that again. If I look, I will hopefully find a weapon. And then I've just got a guard and a close call in hand, so I'm gonna stop there and plan for the round. So I've got 4 0 cards and 7 time to spend. Let's definitely take another search, leaving us with 5. I think the distractions are going great. I want to take another distraction, leaving you with 2. And I will take a sprint for my remaining 2. How many cards do I have in hand? 9. Perfect. Okay. Then we'll just distribute these back out for next time. And just me or my little sideways. Let me awkwardly try and adjust this camera. I don't know if I actually can. Better or worse? Worse. I didn't see that coming. Okay. How about get a good view of my blue hair there? Is that also worse? How is that possible? Am I even doing anything? Hang on. You're definitely not straight. Thanks, Kyle. That's better, I think. My table doesn't look quite as tilted. This is what I get for using the camera's just on a chair over there, just like this one. So I have limited ability to do things like level it out. I should get a proper tripod out of the closet. But not right now. Right now, it's the killer's turn, where he'll swing his hammer at the nothing in his space and then draw a terror card, which will be, he wants fresh blood. If there are no victims on the board, we would draw the next terror card. Otherwise, he's going to target the nearest victim, move twice towards it, and attack it. He can definitely get to the fire pit and kill someone with that. So Bloodlust goes up. Oh, unfortunately, when he hits that symbol on his Bloodlust track, Horror also goes up. So back to the 2 dice. But that's it for his turn. I can kind of live with that. Panic phase. This is where the bonfire, which had the clump of victims here, all gets interesting because everyone else at the killer's location is going to panic. I'm going to roll a die to randomly determine which way, if anywhere, they go. So there's 3 victims there. I'm just going to roll 3 dice. 3, 5, 6. So on a 6, this one runs this way. On 2 through 5, which is the other 2, they run this way. Okay, I can deal with that. And then upkeep, nothing will happen. It's my turn. All right, well, I'm going to do a distraction again, try to get the horror level back down. Yeah. So, just rolling 2 dice for now, hopefully dropping it. 1 success and a convertible success. Converting the other one would drop the horror an extra level and gain an extra time. Yes, we will be doing that. I'm going to toss the weak attack, and I'm actually not sure if I want to toss the short rest because I have some hearts I could rest up. So maybe the walk card, since I have a sprint in hand. Okay, we'll convert that. It'll drop horror twice and gain me 2 time, putting me at 8. Ryan just texted me a beautiful picture of the sunset with pink clouds and blue sky and texted, "It's giving gender reveal." He's not wrong. Sorry, I should be responding to that with a haha reaction. Okay. Responded. Alright, we're up to 3 dice. Hell yeah. Let's search then. Hopefully find an item here. 2 successes will let me look at the other 2 cards that we haven't seen yet in this deck. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 2 convertible successes and no real successes. I think it's time to use my close call and 2 time to reroll them all. Do better, Reiko. That's more like it. 3 successes. You only even need 2. I get to look at the top 2 cards of the item deck. They are not weapons. The first aid kit. Step 1, stop the bleeding. Step 2, stay alive. Each time you use an action card to recover health, recover an additional health. That's good. And fireworks. Nothing like a few bottle rockets and cherry bombs to attract a little attention. With this, you can spend 2 time to place a fireworks token in your space or an adjacent space other than the lake. When the killer, whenever the killer must choose a target, they will choose the fireworks instead. Discard the fireworks token when the killer enters the space where it's located. Okay. I can work with this. I need to get to the cabins then and look for a weapon. Hopefully there's a weapon. Otherwise, I'm going to be really, really trying hard here to get the, to get the damage done to Hans that I need to do to win. So I will take, I'm going to leave fireworks on top. Or sorry, leave the first aid kit on top. Take the fireworks. I'm not going to use the fireworks quite yet. First, I'm going to sprint and hopefully get these victims out. Here we go. Yeah, that's a lot of successes. That moves up to 3 spaces at the cost of 1 time. What am I going to do then? I will... what's the plan here? I would like to put the fireworks like up here or something so that I have plenty of time to go search the cabins without a bunch of people getting murdered. Or do I just want to sprint towards the cabins? Okay, here's what I'll do. I will... Can you use... Looking something else up again. Good content here. I am looking for when can I use items? Can I use it in like the middle of this action card? Because now that I know that I successfully sprinted, like, can I drop the fireworks and go? Let's see. It doesn't. Additional rules. Weapons. I don't see anything about when you can and can't use them. And this just says spend 2 times. That sounds like I can do it anytime that I have 2 time. So I'll do it. I'll spend 2 time. Placing fireworks. There's a fireworks token, I believe. Yep, here it is. I'm going to put the fireworks over here. And then sprint away with a bunch of victims. So, sprinting my 3 spaces, I'll go 1, taking 2 victims with me, 2, 3. And then the killer's going to have to go deal with those fireworks. Oh, okay. I was thinking that I wanted to put the fireworks as far away as possible because they would, the killer would have to go all the way to them. But it's basically the killer moves towards the fireworks the next time they must choose a target, and then you discard the fireworks. Oh, no, yeah, win the fireworks token. I can't form a coherent sentence here. Discard the fireworks token when the killer enters the space where it's located. Okay, so the killer has to make it all the way there. Hopefully that takes it 2 turns. That would be huge. Okay, fireworks are discarded. I've used those up. And... is there... No, I was wondering if I wanted to actually use the Lucky Rabbit's Foot now while I have 3 dice, but I think I might rather do it while I have the capacity to reduce horror, because that's probably the best outcome there. Okay. Well, that's my turn then. Well, no. I'm down a couple hearts and I have a short rest in hand. I'll short rest. So, 1 success will cost me 1 time and heal me 1 heart. That's fine. Not the best outcome, but I'll take that. So that just leaves me with 2 time. I badly want to keep searching, so I'm going to take the search card with my 2 time. I don't have any rerolls in hand now. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. Should be fine though. Okay, returning these cards to the display. Alright, killer phase. Killer tries to kill. There's no one to kill. Draws a terror card. It is. He just keeps coming. Horror raises by 1. And then he targets the fireworks because he must and moves 1 space towards them. That was perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, I'm feeling like I'm in good shape there. I just need to find a weapon. Find some way to actually land some damage. Okay, there's no panic in the panic phase. Nothing happens in the upkeep. It's back to my turn. And I will start by walking. 2 successes here will let me move up to 2 spaces, which would be great to get to those cabins. That's 0 successes. That's terrible. I can spend 2 cards here to convert it. I think I will. It's painful, but I'll convert one of them to a success so that I only lose 1 time and move 1 space. Yikes. But next I think I will use the Lucky Rabbit's Foot and hopefully get some of these benefits. No! 3 convertible successes, and I don't want to convert them with this. Just terrible. Rabbit's Foot was not so lucky this time. Welp. I think that's like the dead end for this round then. I don't want to use these... Well, I'll use this focus card just to try to keep the horror level low. Hopefully I roll better than these last couple times. 1 success will cost me a time, but lower the horror level. So that's what I was going for. I'm okay with that. And then I have 4 time to spend in the planning phase, plus I get back a walk, a short rest, and a weak attack. Let's get these close calls. And probably just another search. I need to get finding weapons. Okay. I discarded that guard I bought earlier for a conversion this round, so I need to buy 1 back. The killer has no one to kill. The terror card is that girl. What's her name? She can help us. Place 2 new victims in the space where you started the game, which is unfortunately right near these fireworks. Easy target for the killer once the fireworks are dealt with. Don't love that. Raise horror by 1. The killer doesn't move though. And there's a new event. It is Star-Crossed Lovers. When exact... The flavor text is, "Thus with a kiss, I die." When exactly 2 victims are in a space and one of them is killed, the other immediately dies as well. That's not great for these 2 that just appeared. Or the 2 at makeout point. Yeah. Okay, there's going to be some bloodshed soon. But not yet. Now there's no panic and there's nothing to do at upkeep, so it's back to my turn. I am going to keep trying to move via a walk card. Set my time back to 6. Let's roll some successes. There's a success. That's fine. Spend a time to move down to the cabins. That's totally fine. Now I'm going to search here. So let's get 2 successes here. Let's look and be able to dig into the deck a little bit. Yes! 2 successes. I get to look at the top 2 cards of the deck and choose one. And it costs me a time. Okay, now we're talking. So I have these motorboat keys. We've seen those face up since the start of the game. They can let me use the motorboats to move around, to spend time to kind of teleport around the water. Which could help me save these victims, but my other option's an aluminum bat. I was saying I needed a weapon. Batter's up and I'm ready to hit a grand slam. It's a two-handed melee weapon that adds 1 damage to attacks and says whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the aluminum bat, you may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining on the card. That actually sounds fantastic. I think I have to take that. It's going to take up both hands. I'm going to put the boat keys on the bottom of the item deck. I want to see what else we got here. And I still have another search card, so I am going to search. What else can we find? How about nothing? Brutal. Okay. I think I gotta spend the 2 time on a close call and do a full reroll here. Let's find something better than that. 1 success. Okay. So that'll take the top item card in my space and spend a time. Top item card is an axe. This is just a 2 damage melee weapon. That seems better. The bat will be potentially better if there are any minor dark powers. For now, we don't have any, so we'll just take the axe. Okay, I got my weapon. The next part of my plan is I need to rescue a couple more victims, have a good turn or 2 of building up some time and buying some attack cards, and then just go for the kill. That's gonna be the plan. Okay. I'm wondering if I should sell a card here. I'm still not attacking that soon, so I'm going to discard a weak attack to gain 1 time, and then I can use that on a sprint. Get some of these victims saved. Okay, and pick up my zeros. Sort these back out. I think I'm done searching for the game, so that's nice. And the killer's turn. No one for him to kill. There are 4 terror cards left in the deck. His next one is... You can't save us. No one can. If there's no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, all victims in your space must panic twice. Woof. Okay. So, each one panics twice. That means they are going to move as much as 2 spaces away from me. Alright, so I'm going to roll 1 die twice for this one, and then 1 die twice for the other one. Kyle's about to take off. Kyle, have a good flight. See you. I'll probably still be streaming when you get here in 6 hours. Just come on over. It'll be fine. I'm drinking a Monster and everything. No, just kidding. Do not come over tonight. I will be asleep. But I'll see you tomorrow. This victim is panicking in the 3 direction, and from there in the 5 direction, which sends it down here. And then this one's gonna go in the 3 direction, and in the 6 direction. Okay, that's a little more convenient. I can save that one. We'll see about what I do from there. Okay. Oh, there's still more things on the tarot card. The victim killer tries to stab and then move. It's gotta target the fireworks, so it'll move here, disable the fireworks. If those victims hadn't appeared down here, we'd be in great shape. The killer would be so far from everyone, but instead they're gonna get splattered, I'm afraid. Okay, well, it is my turn again, so let's get that horror back down if we can, because it's gonna rise when those victims get killed. So I will focus. I'm at 6 time here. Rolling my 3 dice. 2 successes. Sweet. That will gain 2 time and lower the horror level. That was best case scenario. Then I guess I want to get at least 1 victim out of here. It would have been nice to save 2. Maybe I still will. We'll see how this sprint goes. 2 successes, and maybe I can actually figure out a way to get both victims from this side of the board. Nope, that's not 2 successes. That's a 0 successes. Failing on a sprint is pretty rough. I think I'm going to use the close call in 2-time for the full reroll and hope for a better result. That is a better result. That's 2 successes. Okay, sweet. So I think I actually... I could either move this victim out this way and like circle around here. Try to save these people. But I'm probably going to be too late. Or I can grab this one and go this way and have them both here. I won't be rescuing anyone this turn, but I'll be in a position to rescue them both a lot sooner. I think that's the play. So I'm going to sprint 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, bringing that victim with me. Okay. Next. Oh, well, I can walk. Yeah, I guess I'll walk. See if I can get at least one of them out the door this turn. Rolling 3 dice. Yeah, 1 success moves, spends a time and moves 1 space. That's fine. I'm only going to rescue one of them because of the clangy campers that damage me if I rescue more than one at a time. So, 1 is rescued, and I... Oh, let me put it down here. I'm going to put it on the gain 2 time ability. Save the take a planning action card 1 for last. And that, let's see. I think I forgot to spend a time. I think I have 4 here. Okay. Shopping time. I think I can't quite afford any. Oh no, I have 4. I can't afford an ability that damages. But do I want a close call? I think I'll buy damage stuff next turn. For now, I'm gonna take a distraction again to keep that horror level down, and a close call. Plus the couple zeros that are here. Okay. Oh. There we go. All right. There is... I don't know what the end of that sentence was going to be. It's going to be the killer phase. Killer has no one to kill. Draws a tarot card. It is... He just came out of nowhere. Place Hans with the farthest target possible. This is a twist. Hans... I thought he was coming for these 2, but the farthest target possible is going to definitely be like 1, 2, 3. I'm 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, makeup point is also 4 away. So I like to go. This game gives. Oh, Darren. Oh my God, live play. Love your content, by the way. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've been streaming at times on Twitch, but this is my first ever live stream on YouTube. Just checking out how it goes. I'll be on here again tomorrow night with Candace from Board Game Geek, who's a friend of mine. She'll be coming over and we're streaming some Flesh and Blood. So I hope you can make it and join us for that. Back to ahead on the game. I like to go with the like thematically best horror movie story way of breaking ties here, which I don't actually think is him springing out on the final girl. I think that since we've got the star-crossed lovers, he's gotta jump out at makeout point and just splatter both of these people making out up there. So they are 2 dead victims, which is going to raise his bloodlust by 2, raising horror by 1. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He springs out there, but they're not dead yet. He didn't attack. Horror did raise, but bloodlust did not. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Oh, and draw the next tarot card. Okay, now he might be murdering. He just keeps coming, raising horror again, and yes, he's gonna target the nearest target. He's in their space. Doesn't need to move. He'll kill them. because of Star-Crossed Lovers, when there's two in a location, he kills them both. So that happened. Now he's up the Bloodlust track. Horror raises even higher. I'm glad I bought a distraction, right? Yes, very glad about that right now. Think some Arkham LCG might be played on here in the future. I would certainly be around for that. I was talking about that with David in the chat a few minutes ago. I've kind of come to the opinion that Arkham is not that good a stream game. Like, the table is just an incomprehensible mess. And when we streamed it on Twitch, anytime that we get kind of like new viewers or people who are curious about the stream, Kyle says he'll try to convince me. He'll probably succeed. We probably will stream Arkham sometimes. But every time that people are kind of like wandering in and discovering the stream, they're just like, what is this mess? There are so, like, how does this game have so many cards, kind of thing, that has kind of turned me off of streaming Arkham a little bit. That said, it's a game that we play a lot of, and surely will see its way back to the stream, but I'm not trying to be primarily an Arkham streamer for that reason. Well, that was finally the killer phase. There is panic because, or there is a panic phase because Victim died, but nobody is in the space with an enemy to panic. Nothing happened in the upkeep. It's back to my turn. Let me just start by rescuing this final victim. That gives me the planning card for free, which is awesome. And we don't need these victims anymore. Reiko has reached her final form and gained the ability once per action phase. If an enemy... Why did Kyle just text me chat? I am texting him, Am I muted or something? I was talking I was responding to chat. I don't know what Kyle's trying to communicate to me. Once per action phase, if an enemy is within 2 spaces, you may move to that enemy's space for free. Cool. So once I get close to the killer, I can just jump into his space and wail on him. Now I just need some good turns to buy some attack cards and to land those attacks. So I'm at 6 time for the new phase. I'm going to start with a distraction. Oh, I'm down to 2 dice. Oh, is there anything I can do about that? No. No. I'm just going to roll really well. That's the plan here. Ah, it's pretty well. It's 1 success and a convertible success. I think that's worth converting. Let's toss down... Do I actually want my weak attack soon? Probably. I'll get rid of the short rest and a... focus card. Convert that into 2 successes. 2 successes gains 2 time and reduces horror by 2. I'm in great shape here. If I can... Oh wait, I was gonna say I'm pretty close to being able to jump on the killer and attack him if I want to, but no, make-up point is a real dead end. So I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 7 spaces away, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no matter how you slice it, I'm 7 spaces away. So I guess I better start moving. I will walk. I'm back up to 3 dice. 1 success. I'm not gonna spend the cards to convert that. That'll move me 1 space and cost me 1 time. Okay, Darren, I'm glad to hear you love this game too. I also do. Even though I don't actually play a lot of solo games other than sometimes Hostage Negotiator with Kyle, where we play 2-headed solo. But streaming is a good way to like motivate myself to play solo games too, because I have several in my collection that I've been wanting to get to. So I'm glad that you like this game. It's great. I think I'm done for the turn. So I have 7 time to shop with. Kyle, I thought you said your plane was taking off. I guess I assumed that meant you were going to be dropping out of the chat, but no, still here. All right. Small kid investigators. Min and Nacho, yeah, that would help. Maybe Kyle's just on a long delay. or maybe chat in general. I don't know. Say something in chat when you hear me say this, and because I'm curious how much of a delay there is. Again, this is my first experiment streaming on YouTube, so that kind of thing, I don't know. Um, yeah, having characters with simpler tableaus would certainly help for making Arkham more streamable. But I think the locations and enemies and all the treacheries attached to locations and all of that stuff is pretty, like, it's honestly at the table sometimes not worrying about cameras. It's pretty incomprehensible. um, and what helps there though is that you are there from the start, right? Like you, it's okay that there's a mess of an enemy and a treachery on top of a location that's three full-size cards kind of jumbled together, overlapping. Like that mess is okay because you saw it all happen and you kind of remember what they are. You want a streaming game to be friendly to the person who just tuned in the middle, right? Like Arkham's, especially that is really delayed. Okay, yeah, seems like the delay is like a full minute, something like that. Um, I'll see if I can tweak that or if it's just the YouTube streaming reality. I'm not sure which. Um, the what was I saying? Oh, Arkham is also, especially when we're playing 2 or 3 players on stream, like it's a 2+ hour game, so I don't expect anyone really to sit through the whole thing. I would expect that by the end of the game, we would have very few viewers who were there at the beginning. So it needs to be they need to be games that are friendly to jumping in and quickly kind of grokking what's going on. And I don't think that Arkham is good for that at all. I don't know. It's something I'm still thinking about, but also I've been the slightest bit burnt out on Arkham lately, anyway. So that is maybe part of that mindset as well. Uh, but yeah, where was I? I needed to take more actions. I had just walked, right? I rolled one success. I resolved it. Oh, I said I was stopping. I just was needing to figure out shopping. I get what you're saying. I just enjoy the game a ton. Probably my favorite game, Darren. I mean, yeah, I agree. Even though I've been a little burnt out on it lately, just from playing it a lot and having some grinds of 4-player games that were maybe a mistake, I consider it my favorite game too. Like, it's great. But there's a lot of really great Arkham content creators, and I, for Optimal Play, always wanted to be a more of a general, like covering gameplay and review and discussions and stuff of a variety of games. And so I do also consciously make a point to. Oh, Kyle's sadly still on the ground. I'm sorry. Um, I do make a point to try to keep the Arkham content to like less than 50% because it is my favorite game, and it is. I'm aware that it is the reason that a lot of people have followed Optimal Play. But at the same time, like I am trying to be a broader channel, and it's also like I'm not a one game person. Even though I play a lot of Arkham, I like to play a variety. So of course, when I'm making content as a hobby, that's what I want to do with it too. Um, okay, shopping. That's the thing I need to do. Now I'm starting to want to get ready to go in for the kill here. So I will take. I want to keep my horror level down, so I'm going to take a distraction. But now I think I'm going to take Retaliate, which can block attacks and deal damage in return. Because that card's amazing. And now it's the killer's turn, so hopefully he gets a little closer to me. There's no one for him to smash with his hammer. Final terror card. What's that noise? Let's go and see. If there are no victims on the board, discard this and draw the next terror card, but there are victims. Otherwise, all victims move one space towards the closest enemy. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is most direct this way for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these two will move up here to get closer to the killer. Okay. And then the killer tries to attack and then moves. His speed is still 1, so move there. Okay. That's fine. Nobody panics. There's nothing in the upkeep. There is something in the upkeep. we're out of cards in the Terror deck. Let me make sure that I get this right again because I am refreshing myself a little bit as I go on how to play this because it had been just a little too long. And finale check. If there are no Terror cards left in the Terror deck, reveal the finale card. Yep. Okay. So the finale card is the top half of Han's picture right here. Bloodbath. So now that we're out of Terror cards, now what he's going to do on his turn is target the nearest victim or final girl. Move twice, attack twice. Very scary. Okay, I'm going to need a lot of defensive cards for when I'm in his space. Okay. Then it's back to me. Am I ready to go in? Oh, I needed to sort out the cards I played that turn. I think I want to get a little bit closer. He's still just moving 2 spaces. He's going to go kill both those victims. I don't know what I can do about that. So I think what I want to do is actually go this way. Probably I can't save them. I don't know what would save them. I can't think of anything. But I'll be closer to where Hans is going then, and I can take this victim to safety on the way. So that's going to be the plan. So let's start with a... Oh, I don't have much mobility this turn. With a walk. 1 success. Do I want to convert that second one? I don't think so. So that's going to use a time and move me 1 space. I don't have that much left going on. I think I'll just play a focus to try see if I can keep that horror level down. That's a lot of blanks. That would just lose time. So I guess I might as well play close call and spend that time for a full reroll. 1 success and a convertible success. Woof. Well, this is hurting me on time, that's for sure, but I'll take that horror discount, or that horror lowering and lose 1 time. And that might be it for me for this round. I have 2 time left, and I think I will use it to pick up a guard card. Yep. I'll do that. Darren says, I'm honestly not sure about Fab. It never took off in my area. I'm not sure about Fab either, to be honest. We played it on stream on Twitch a few months ago. I just have one of the pair of preconstructed classic battle. I'm looking at it on my shelf over there. Classic battles, it's called. It's fine. I think I kind of saw the potential, but we got bored of these pre-constructed decks really quickly. Like, we felt like the games were playing out really, really similarly. But Candace, and if you listen to the Board Game Geek podcast or ever, her face is usually on the homepage, like you may know who she is. She's gotten into it in a big way lately and like wants to sell me on it. So we decided that we would make a stream out of that and see whether she can, put more cards in my hands and kind of spread her enthusiasm for the game to me. I don't particularly want to get sucked into a collectible card game and buy a bunch of booster packs, but I do like card games. So and I know that Flesh and Blood has been generally pretty successful and popular compared to most CCGs that kind of die pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna give it another shot. That's what we'll be doing in the evening tomorrow, I think. And Candace and I will be recording, also not live streaming it, but recording some playthroughs of 1 or 2 other things as well. I'm looking forward to it. Candace is an amazing person who I love to death, and she is so busy. She's like the busiest person I know, maybe second to Anne. So we don't get to hang out and play games all that often. Where was I? I was wrapping up my turn, right? I spent that 2 time on a guard card, so that's gonna be it. In the killer phase, as I redistribute these, Pick these up. In the killer phase, he is going to target the nearest friendly character, move twice, and attack, killing 2 victims. Ouch. Bumping up his bloodlust twice, and that will activate his dark power, which is Dark Obsession. Whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he attacks an additional time. Oh man, this is a brutal combo. He's already double attacking for 3 damage each time, and now this adds a 3rd attack. Yeah, I need so many defensive cards, and I need to be ready to jump in and just crush him. That's what this is going to take. Okay, so I can't afford to save this victim. Like, if I save this victim and end up here, then he immediately jumps on me. Also, his speed is 2 per move, and he moves twice, so his speed is 4 now. I have to leave that victim, that poor victim, I think, to die, and then be ready to jump on him. Yeah. Yeah, that victim is bait. I'm sorry to say it. So, and then I don't really need movement cards, so I can use them to convert successes. Like, I think that'll be my plan. I have a walk in hand, and I'll pick up another one next turn. Okay, so time is at 6. Horror level is still in great shape. What do I actually want to do this turn? It could be as simple as selling a few cards to gain some time, and then buying cards. Like, I don't want to risk losing time by playing something like Focus. I think I can just, like, gain 1 by turning in that Focus. I was just saying I don't need movement cards. I'll pitch that walk for another 1. The weak attack, I'll pitch the short rest for another 1. That gives me 9. Prof from Tolarian Community College. Yeah, I'm familiar. Is a big Magic the Gathering guy and is in love with Flesh and Blood. I've seen Candace around. I like her a lot. Yeah. I mainly am aware of the professor liking Flesh and Blood because he made a pretty good learn to play video. That is how I learned to play. And yeah, and I think he's great. I mostly see him in, I watch game nights, that Magic the Gathering Commander like monthly show that is sponsored by Wizards and has insane production value. That's a lot of fun, and he guests regularly on it. Yeah. So I'm excited to see. Well, I'm excited to play anything with Candace because that's always a joy. And then excited to get a little more exposure to Flesh and Blood from someone who's really excited about it, and see how swayed I am. I'm spending 9 time here, so there's gonna be so many attacks flying my way. I think I buy another guard that costs 2. I want a Furious Strike, right? Because this can deal damage and reduce the horror level. That costs 4. And then an Improvise, probably? Because that makes everything more powerful for the rest of the action phase. Or makes dice way better. Yeah, and that's everything. The only thing that I did not get there was Close Calls. Maybe I'd rather take 2 Close Calls than another guard. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I pick these up 10, 11. I have too many cards in hand. Well, I guess I'll leave. I was just saying I don't need my walk. I'm going to leave my walk card in the shop. Okay, in the killer phase, killer's going to move fast over to this victim. Right here at the crossroads of the camp, where these paths intersect. This is going to be our final battle, I think. He's going to kill that victim. Raising Bloodlust, it will raise the horror level, but it keeps it in the green. And it's my turn now. This is it. This is definitely it. This is when we jump in and strike. So Raikou ability is once per action phase. If an enemy is within 2 spaces, I can move in for free. Boom, I'm in. Now it's time to fight. I don't want to risk ending the action phase. That would be terrible. So I'm going to start with a weak attack, which has the least likelihood of that happening. Just swing my axe weakly. And 2 successes is a great start. All that does is 1 damage from the attack, plus 2 from the axe will deal 3 to Hans. Love that. Now I'm going to move up into... Oops, I should be resetting time to 6. The Furious Strike. This one could end the action phase, but it's my last attack for the turn, so I'm okay with that. And then I have the Retaliate in hand for when he attacks me. So, Furious Strike. Going for the 2 successes here, ideally. No, not even close. I'm fine with the 1 success outcome here, and I don't want to spend time. I want to be able to buy cards with my time. So I'm going to just convert this with like a focus, and I forgot I had planning in hand. I totally meant to play those things and make my dice rolls better. That's fine. I'll have that next turn. I'm just going to pitch a close call, I guess, to convert that. And then, what Furious Strike did was 1 damage. The axe makes it another 3. And it lowers horror by 1 and ends the action phase. So, planning then. I have 6 time. I'm going to buy a critical blow. I'm going for it. Yes, 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 this is a good idea. Not a bad idea. Ah, Darren, yeah, not improvise before a strike. Yep, I kind of meant to and forgot. Luckily, it worked out okay, and then I have those cards for my next turn. Whoops. That was a little bit of an oversight as I just got too excited to attack. But you know what? It'll be okay. I've spent my 6 time all on 1 big card that I will want those things next time. Oops, and how much of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 cards in hand, so I can pick up like the short rest and 2 walks. Okay. He is going to attack me 3 times because of his because Bloodbath, his action is to attack twice. Dark Obsession adds an extra attack, so 3 attacks. Woof. All right, I'm gonna start with retaliating against the first attack. Hopefully rolling well here. 1 success would reduce the attack by 2 and deal a damage back. That's actually great. I'm going to leave that at 1 success. It reduces the attack by 2. I'll take 1 damage. And deal a damage back. The axe takes that 1 and makes it 3. Hans is down to 3 health. If only I had another retaliate. His second attack, I'm going to let it hit me. Oh boy, this is scary. I'm going to let it hit me. And the reason for that is that 3 damage is exactly what then puts me down to my last hit point and gives me an extra die. So now I have 4 dice. And then finally, I'm going to guard against his third attack. I need 2 successes here to ignore this all. So, here we go. Whew. 3 successes out of 4 dice. That's great. That ignores all the damage. I think I'm going to be okay. Let's try to end this here. I only have 1 attack in hand. It's a critical blow. I wish I had my weak attack back already so that I could do a small attack and then have this ready for if he gains more hit points. I might just be screwed if this doesn't eliminate him, like if he has extra hit points on his token. I I was holding my breath there. Yeah, you and me both, Darren. uh, do I go straight for the critical blow? No, no. I should be planning before it. Right? Or is this the turn where I improvise? Because that would make me better at short resting and everything too. I could walk away. Yeah, okay. Let me improvise. So 4 dice here. Hopefully upgrading my dice results for the rest of the phase. Yes, 2 successes. So until this action phase ends, 3s and 4s are successes. Okay. So now I feel good about getting 2 successes on critical blow so that it won't end the action phase and I can run away, rest, all that stuff if I don't kill him here. So here we go. Rolling 4 dice and anything but blanks are successes. Potentially winning the game on this roll. 2 successes thanks to the improvise. Converting that. That's going to do, with the axe, 5 damage and lower horror. That gains me a time. That's actually not nothing. But that takes away his final hit points, and it's blank. We did it. Oh, we won. We won on the easiest killer on the easiest location. I still feel pretty good about it. That was a close game. Oh man, Final Girl's really good. I like this game a lot. I think I am going to play one more game. But let me actually, I'm going to put up the Be Right Back screen for a second, and I'm going to grab a new beverage, and I might, since this was all experimental, I did not do any posting on Discord or anything that I was live streaming, so I might do a little bit of that. Rejoined for the Killing Blow, Kyle. Nice. Are you, you're watching from your flight now? You got good internet on there then. Or you're paying for the good internet. Yeah, so I'm going to put up a Be Right Back. What time is it? It's, yeah, I got a little time before dinner. I'll put up a Be Right Back and be back in, probably 3 minutes or so. And try a different setup for a little more Final Girl. Thank you for watching, everyone, so far. Oh, before I put up Be Right Back, I should say, I don't have a way to see the viewer count without awkwardly reaching like that. So I'm not going to. But if anyone is watching and has not yet liked the stream, I'd really appreciate it if you did. My understanding is that YouTube starts to recommend the stream to others and really pump you up in the algorithm if you start getting likes from the viewers you already have. So if you'd hit that like button, I would appreciate that. Thanks, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. I think I'm back. I have the wrong window showing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so back. I have switched out my monster for a Topo Chico Art Seltzer, and I think I am going to dive into. It's actually the only other Final Girl box that I've opened before, so I gotta win this one, and then I still have what three of these. What do they call these again? I can't remember what they're called. They have like a certain term that they use for the expansion boxes that I can't remember. But anyway, I should move on to some that I haven't seen yet. I'm realizing I have not opened this For Reiko's Eyes Only envelope that you get to open when you win a game with a Final Girl. Let's see what it is. It is Reiko's axe. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, especially with this baby in my hands. It's fitting because I won that last game with an axe. This one is just like the other axe. 0 range, 2 damage, 2-handed weapon. You may roll an additional die when resolving the weak attack action card. Oh, okay. So she likes taking lots of swings with this axe. That's cool. I dig it. Save that for next time I play Reiko. Let's see what we got in here. In fact, let me just do a little bit of cleanup, getting rid of the cards from the previous setup. Goodbye item and terror decks. My favorite thing about this game is these events. Like they're so different every time. They really let you play the same I guess scenario, quote unquote, like killer and location combo, and have them play really differently because of the wrinkles those events add. It's really clever. Let's get new last hit point hearts out. Mix those up. Okay, we're not going to need Hans's cards anymore. Or Reiko herself. Let's play as someone new. Oh, let me start on the side with Final Girl stuff. Alright. We're playing at the... Nope, there we go. Carnival of Blood. Another classic horror movie location. The creepy, carnage-filled carnival. It's got the Forest of Horrors, the House of Mirrors, the Things to Astonish exhibit to search, all that good stuff. So no more Camp Happy Trails for now. We're not going to need the Camp Happy Trails tokens, but we might need these tokens, so I'll punch them out. And which of the Final Girls here do we want to play? I think I've played before once with Charlie. This is not my first time playing this box. So I'm going to try Asami. She has 5 hit points, just 4 powerful abilities if you, when you rescue victims, and on the backside, whenever you draw at least one item card, draw an extra one and choose one, and you're immune to item trap cards. Cool. Cool. Oh, and for every victim she saves, she recovers a health instead of gaining time. Interesting. Okay, I like her. And then we've got this locations tarot cards. This locations events. Oh yeah, my favorite thing on this map. I don't know how well this level of detail plays on camera, but there's a location here that's the clown car, and it is an escape. You can escort victims to safety through it. So I guess They're just piling into a clown car. Probably a clown car that has a tunnel down underground. I think that's how those work. Event deck is set up. Got the setup cards to shuffle and use in a moment. And let me take a look at the special instructions because I think there might, be some. Actually, where are they? We're going against Geppetto. He's got minions. He plays really differently from Hans, from what I remember. He's got like his creepy puppets. I think that there are special rules though, and I'm not seeing them here in this box, which worries me. Oh wait, they fell on the floor. Found them. Okay. So, Geppetto. He travels from state to state and runs his operation for a few days, just like any other freak show would. When it grows in popularity, that's when he makes his move, adding as many of them to his family as he can. He keeps us around to keep up appearances, but I fear one day soon he will welcome me into the family too. An excerpt from a theme park ride operator's journal. Okay. Special setup. Set up the game as normal with the following additions. Place the puppets card next to the killer board. Okay, so we need to find the puppets card. Puppets. Here we go. And place 3 puppet tokens on the ready space. And I think that's what these are. Yes. Okay. Ooh, it's got a lot of special rules. Okay. The puppets are considered minions. Oh boy, this might be challenging to learn live on stream. It says refer to this page about minions. Some feature films. That's what it is. It's a feature film box. I was trying to remember what the box was called. Some feature films use minions, which are lesser but still terrifying monsters that are trying to kill you. Minions can be present with or without a main killer depending on the scenario. For example, the Carnage at the Carnival feature film box includes a killer and minions, but the Terror from Above vignette includes only minions and no killer. I just bought that. I want to play that sometime soon. Minions each come with their own reference cards that will show what their health, attack value, and movement values are. Minions are oftentimes spawned at the beginning or during the game. This will be indicated in the rules for each specific minion. The number of minions that can be on the board is always limited to the number of minion tokens that are included. If you are called by the game to spawn or place minions and there are no tokens available, that should be ignored. Okay. Oh, then there's more. Attacking a minion. You decide whether you're attacking the killer or a minion. And there's a minion action on the tarot card. Okay. Okay. That seems fairly reasonable. And then there are 3 total puppets, which is the maximum number that can be on the board. Each killer phase up until the finale is revealed. The first step in the minion action line is to spawn a puppet. When spawning a puppet, take a token from the ready space of the puppet's card and place it in Geppetto's space. If there are no tokens in the ready space, no puppet is spawned. Whether one was spawned or not, move all the puppet tokens in the exhausted space to the ready space. When resolving a killer action on a terror card, each puppet on the board will resolve their full action one at a time. So, what does that look like? Oh, puppets only. Okay, there are tarot cards that just say puppets only. I'll shuffle those while I read the rest of this. When resolving a killer action on a tarot card, each puppet on the board will resolve the full action one at a time. If there are multiple puppets, you choose which order they go in. After each one goes, resolve the same action for Geppetto. Puppets have 1 health, and their attack value is 1. Their movement value is the same as Geppetto's and will change according to his bloodlusts. Puppets have strings and are attached to their masters, so they must end their movement within 2 spaces of Geppetto. They may move further than 2, as long as they end their movement within 2 of him. This can sometimes happen when a puppet's target is within 2 spaces of Geppetto, but taking the most direct route to reach that target will momentarily put them 3 spaces away from him. If a special effect from a tarot card or other game effect results in a puppet being more than 2 spaces away from Geppetto, the next time it will choose a target, it will target Geppetto instead, attempting to end its movement within 2 of him. One puppet must stop moving, either because it further movement would cause it to end more than 2 spaces from Geppetto, or if it was returned to Geppetto and made it exactly 2 spaces from him, additional movement is lost. All right, that was a lot of rules verbiage for a pretty simple concept. I think they just have to stay within 2 of him. The Carnival of Blood has special setup. Set the 3 item trap cards aside and shuffle the rest of the items. Okay, there are these red ones. Steel Bear Trap, Hidden Cobra Trap, Knockout Gas Trap. Deal out 3 decks of 2 item cards and randomly add a trap to each one of them. Deal out 1 item card face up on top of each deck. Okay, so the traps can't be on top of the deck. We've got... Let's give these one more quick shuffle. So we've got 3 piles of 3 items, one of which is a trap. We'll put these in these Things to Astonish. These in the House of Mirrors. And these in the Forest of Horrors. Horrors. They're horrors. Get your head out of the gutter. And then an item on top. We've got an energy drink in the Forest. Pepper spray in the House of Mirrors. And a strongman hammer. Oh, that's cool. In Things to Astonish. Oh, wow. The Strongman Hammer does 3 extra damage, but then you must have 4 or more health to attack with it, and it cannot be carried in your backpack, and you take damage and end the action phase after you use it. Okay, it's like the Sledgehammer in Arkham. Soaks up all your time to get in the occasional huge attack. I like it. Let's see, I just don't want to play the epic difficulty, and then we'll get a random Dark Power for Geppetto. And a random finale. Okay. Set Charlie aside. I think. I'm ready? I think. Oh, these are the envelopes from Reiko and Lori. Oh. I do have a little bit to read about traps. There are 3 item traps randomly hidden within the item decks during setup. They will only be discovered by searching at a search location. Each item deck will have a single item trap, but you won't know where in the deck they're located. After successfully searching, if you draw an item trap, you must resolve it, unless otherwise noted. If your search revealed an item in addition to the item trap, you may still take the item, but must resolve the trap first. Item trap cards are discarded after the resolves unless otherwise noted. And there's terror trap cards. I will read that when we draw one. Should be fine. Just a quick shuffle here, and we'll finish setup. I'm getting hungry. I'm making dinner after this. Pork tenderloin should be good. Alright, these are all shuffled. We'll deal out 10 for the terror deck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our setup is center stage. I start at the big top with Geppetto the Killer just north of me in that courtyard area. Then we've got 1 victim south, 3 victims down at the Forest of Horrors, 2 over here, 2 at the animal cages, and 4 up here on the Ferris wheel. Take these victims that were dead from last game back up here. Okay, and then Asami should have 5 health. Geppetto should have 8 health. I've got my starting cards. And I'm ready to go. Okay. So, what's the game plan here? With Geppetto starting right here and not having puppets or anything yet, I've never been so tempted to just go up and weak attack. Like, just get it started. But probably still not the best. He starts at 4. There we go. Probably still not the best play. Let me see if I can start getting some people to safety. Maybe from the forest? These 3 victims here are only 2 moves from this exit. So are these. Yeah, okay. I want to do some victim saving there. Let Geppetto maybe take out those victims. I don't care too much. Oh, I forgot to start an event to start. The event is, how dangerous can it be? Flavor text just says, hold my beer. During the upkeep phase, each victim moves 1 space towards the closest trap token. Each victim. Wow, okay, we don't have any trap tokens in play yet, but that's going to be a lot of movement. Huh. Okay. Okay, I ain't scared. Let's do this. Let's start by walking. I've got to put back all my dice from last game. 2 dice. Here we go. 1 success. That'll spend a time to walk a space. I'm going to head south here, hang with this victim. And I'm going to try focusing, see if we can start that horror level trending downward. So, here we go. 1 success. That'll cost me a time, but lower the horror. That's a win. I might stop there. I have 4 time. That could buy like a search for when I'm in the forest and a couple close calls. Yeah, I think that's the action phase. So I'll spend that 4 on what I just said. A search and 2 close calls. And Geppetto can do his worst. He's going to spawn a puppet. Okay, how do puppets spawn again? Place it in Geppetto's space. Okay, so we've got 3 ready puppets. One of them is going to spawn in Geppetto's space. Then the puppet is going to move towards the nearest victim. Just target a victim and move towards it. It doesn't do anything but harass them, I guess. And then Geppetto is going to target the nearest victim or final girl and attack. So that'll be coming in here with the puppet, killing a victim. Ouch. It's a rough start. Victim right off the bat. Bloodlust raises. Nothing else happens, though. And then the terror card. Oh, wait. Geppetto didn't move. Oh, wait. This is where the killer... The minions take the killer action, too? I think that's the case. When resolving killer action on a terror card, each puppet on the board will resolve the full action 1 at a time. Oh, so do they only do... Internet is unwatchable, time to slay some spires. Alright, bye Kyle. Good luck in the spire. I just want to look at that minion thing again. Minions. Okay. Okay, so the special rules... Yeah, no, that's just the killer's action. Okay. But the puppets do terror actions, though. Okay. So never mind. No one's dead yet. Bloodlust is still at the bottom. We'll draw the first terror card, and it is Welcome to the Greatest Show. There's an event, and then the victims are all going to move towards the big top. And the killer's going to move there and attack. Oh, okay. Not great. First, the event is Animal Panic. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Each time the horror level increases, roll a number of dice equal to the new horror level and do the following. For each star you may, For each star you roll, you may move a victim of your choice one space. For every 2 dice that are not a star, kill 1 victim. Oh man, each time the horror level increases. Okay. That happens pretty often. Huh. Okay, well. So all victims move 1 space closer to the big top. So all these from the force are going to move here. This victim that I had with me moves up to the big top. These 2 will move 1 closer. These 2 will move 1 closer. And these people will move 1 closer. Place the killer at the big top. And then this is where, and let me just read this one more time, special rules. When resolving a killer action on a tarot card, each puppet on the board will resolve the full action 1 at a time. After each puppet has gone, resolve the same action for Geppetto. Okay, so this is now where this puppet will kill a victim. And so will Geppetto. Yikes, Bloodlust went up by 2. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna be fine. Panic would happen, but there's no one left in Geppetto's space. Does panic happen if there's minions? I think so, huh? Because it's any enemy. No, the victim has to be in the same space with the killer. Okay. So no, they keep hanging out with the puppet, probably just getting killed. It's not great. I wonder if I need to reevaluate my plan here and get some of those people out of the line of fire. I don't know. Upkeep, nothing happens, so it's back to my turn. Oh, boy. Things to Astonish has that, Things to Astonish has that Strongman Hammer, but am I actually happy about that? Alright, I'm gonna play a walk. And assuming I get to move, then I'll figure out where I'm moving. 1 success and a convertible success. I could make that 2 for 2 spaces. Yeah, I'm gonna convert that with a short rest and a weak attack card. And then I'll walk. You know, I'm gonna take 2 people out, escort them to safety, largely because one of them is going to cover a lower horror by 2 power, which seems incredibly strong. And then one is move 1 space. I can just move back to... Actually, I think I'm going to move up here. Try to get some of these people away from the puppet. Okay, that was solid. That was solid. Cost me some cards, but I'll take it. Didn't end up anywhere that I can search. So I'll play... I'm back at 6 time. I will... Yeah, I'll focus. I'll try to get horror even lower. I have 3 dice now. 2 successes. That will give me 2 time and lower horror. That was amazing. I am thrilled about that. Okay. That's going to end my action phase then. So, planning. I have 8 time to spend. Let's take a sprint and get some more mobility. Maybe a... I guess I'll take a distraction. So sprint was 2. Distraction is 3. You know what else costs 3? Another distraction. Distraction's amazing, so I'm just going to stock up on it. And pick up my zeros. Oops. Okay. We did good. Yeah, that turn went terrific. So it is the killer's turn. The killer's going to spawn a puppet. Where are the other puppets? Oh, here, right, on the puppet reference card. Spawn a puppet in his space, and then They're each going to move, or it's going to move towards the nearest victim. And then the killer tries to kill. There's no one there. So, new tarot card is Misty Ambush. All victims at or adjacent to the Forest of Horrors panic. For any ones rolled, the victim is killed. There's one there, so I need to just not roll a 1. It's a 3, so it'll run this way. A little closer to Geppetto, which is not great, but that's okay. If at least one victim is killed, we'd raise the horror level. Nothing happened. If no victims were killed, resolve the next tarot card. Well, that's not great. Where the hell did the blades come from? Place the spinning floor blade trap token in your space. In my space. Oh boy. Okay, so it's up here in this corner. Immediately apply the trap's effects. See the Terror Trap reference card to you and any victims in your space. Okay. Spinning floor trap. Roll 2 dice. On each 1 to 4, take damage. On each 5 to 6, you may move 1 space. Alright. Those are both 1s. I'm going to take 2 damage. Ow. Ow. That hurt a lot. Damn, okay. And for each 1 to 4 that you rolled, raise horror? Oh god. Okay. That went really terrible. The Terror Trap reference says, whenever a Terror Trap card comes into play from the Terror deck, place the appropriate trap token in your space. The trap immediately takes effect on you and all victims. Anytime a victim enters or is in a space with a trap token, they're killed. Whenever you enter, suffer the following effects. Okay, so there's no getting rid of it, huh? No getting rid of the traps. The Terror Traps, anyway. Yeah, they remain on the board for the rest of the game. Brutal. Alright, I will have to stay out of that corner. The horror level increased twice to 2. I think it increased... No, I guess it increased twice. So, Animal Panic says, when it hit 1, roll a die and move a victim of my choice 1 space on a star. Otherwise, for every 2 dice that are not stars, kill a victim. So that can't happen here. 1, it's a star. Oh, I can move a victim. Is this a connection? No. And I can't move a victim into the spinning blades, it'll just die. So, I'm gonna try to move people towards away from the puppet and towards that exit, I guess. And then the horror went up to 2, so I have to do it again. 2 dice. Okay, 1 success. I can move a victim again. Sure. We'll just try to get them away from the puppets, I guess. Okay, and then panic. There's no panic because no one's in Geppetto's face, but then an upkeep. How dangerous can it be? During the upkeep phase, each victim moves 1 space towards the closest trap token. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about this, but thank God I sent them out of here because this one's just going to charge in and die, which is going to raise horror. Oh boy. Okay, let me finish moving these because I guess that happens all simultaneously. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one goes this way. Oh no, they're all flocking constantly towards that. Jeez. Okay. Oh man. I don't know what to do about that. They're all just gonna die. Well, my turn at least. Let's start with a distraction and try to get horror level back down. I'm down to 2 dice. Let's see it. That's terrible. So I will close call, spend the 2 time for a full reroll. Ugh, 1 convertible success. That's worth converting. So let's get rid of a like a focus and a walk. That'll lower horror and gain me 1 time. Brutal, 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 brutal. I'm gonna play the other one. I need no. Yeah, I need to get horror down. I just have to roll better this time. That's better. That's one success. That will lower horror and gain me a time. Okay. Horror's back in the green. That's what I wanted to see. Because now I need to sprint and get some of these victims away from the trap. So I will play a sprint, roll my 3 dice that I now have access to. If I can get them all in the dice tower. Hey, 2 successes. Move up to 3 spaces and spend a time doing it. 1, 2, and then... Do I want to just get them to safety? Yeah, Asami has a search ability too, so I want to get it turned on. So I'm going to keep funneling them towards the entrance. And that's it. I can't search where I'm at, and that and close calls the rest of my hand, so I have 5 to spend. Oh man, what'll I take? I guess I'll take a sprint and an improvise. I don't know if I love that. But my options are a little slim here. Slim pickings. Okay. If there were distractions available, I absolutely would have taken them, but there were not. Okay, killer phase. He's going to spawn a puppet in his space. And then the puppets are each going to move towards the nearest victim. And he will stab if there's anyone in his space. There is not. Their speed is 2 now, so this one makes it all the way to this victim. Alright, new tarot card. Cartcoon, just dropping in to say hi, your setup looks good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a very, well, I don't know about experiment. Like, I've streamed OBS and stuff is easy. I've never streamed on YouTube before, so trying that out. Thanks for dropping in. I'll try to do this a little more often. Then, tarot card. Oh, Butner's in the chat too. Hey pal to you. I've heard so much good about this game, Final Girl. YouTube is greater than Twitch, everybody knows it. Yeah. Yeah, there are things that I will miss about Twitch. Like YouTube doesn't have things like channel points that we had fun with. But really, since I've always considered the YouTube channel to be Optimal Play's kind of like main product, main output, whatever you want to call it. Product is a weird word since it's just a hobby thing, but so it seems to make more sense to stream here, where the people who are already following me on YouTube might see it. If I want to save it as an archive on YouTube, that's easy to do. All that good stuff. So yeah, happy to be on here. Not happy about, yeah, RIP slapping Kyle. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's a way to, like, you can still set up some triggers and things using plugins, just channel points are gone. So I don't know if there's any way I can get that back in there. I'll see if I can figure something out. For now, though, they're gaining on me. Roll a die. If the result is less than the horror level, that's impossible, because the horror level's at 1. Then I would lose time equal to the horror level. And then puppets only move towards the final girl. Oh, okay. And their speed is now 2. So this one's going to move 1, 2. This one's going to go 1, 2, and it makes it to me. And this one can go 1, 2. Alright, well that got them away from the victims, which is good. What is bad is that the victims are all about to suicide onto these spinning saw blades. So there's no panic, nobody died. And then just in the upkeep phase, how dangerous can it be? Each victim moves 1 space towards the closest trap token. Man, that really happens every turn, huh? Like, should that have been a one-time effect? As far as I know, events stay in play unless otherwise specified, right? Man. Like, I'm double checking this because this seems so brutal. So many people are gonna die on these saw blades. Where does this talk about events? Here we go. Some event cards have permanent ongoing effects, while others have one-time effects and will be discarded after it applies. Okay, no, it would specify when it's discarded if it has a way to discard it. So yeah, no, it's in play. These these idiots are just gonna keep marching towards those saw blades. Oh boy. So that's gonna happen right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, these victims get closer to the saw blades if they move this way, right? Because then they're 2 spaces away. This way they would be 3 away. So that's great. Less fortunately, these two just charge into them and die, raising bloodlust and triggering dark power. I'll get to that in a second. And these ones line up for it. This one's also going to head to that exit, but it's 1 space away from the saw blades itself. Oh no, I can see that my webcam is frozen? That's no good. If anyone would accidentally misplay the game and make it harder, it's you. That is true. I am notoriously reluctant to believe that things are like the easier interpretation. I think I can deactivate and activate this camera. Is it fixed? We fixed it. Okay. I no longer remember who taught me that in Twitch chat. I used to have to reset OBS when that happened. It just happens every few hours of streaming, but it's annoying. Okay. That's it. It's my turn. I did stay in the green on horror level, so that's amazing. And you know, maybe this is as good a turn as any to improvise and upgrade all my rolls, because I could have a really productive turn here potentially. So yeah, I'll try it. I'm gonna roll 3 dice. If I succeed at this, then it upgrades my future rolls for this round to 3s and 4s being successes. I did succeed. Okay. Until at the end of this action phase, 3s and 4s are successes. Those are normally the convertible successes. That is huge. I'm trying to decide whether it's worth a weak attack on this puppet. Probably not. It's tempting though. I mean, yeah, what's it gonna hurt? I'm not gonna fail, right? Famous last words? I'll weak attack this puppet. No, it's not going to help either. I think I'd be better off selling that for time. So instead, I will sprint. Try to get rescuing these victims. So it's 3 dice, but they succeed on everything but blanks. And thank you, improvise. That is 2 successes. I spend the time to move up to 3 spaces. I'm going to swing by this entrance. Saving these 2 victims. These give me a search action card and heal me a heart. And that is all the victims I need to save to unlock my final girl ability, which is whenever you draw at least 1 item card, draw an extra card and choose one. You're immune to item trap cards. That's huge. She's it's funny that she's actually like specialized against this scenario. She came with it, but also in theory, you mix and match these final girls with any, with any location and everything. So that, I don't know, actually, maybe there's traps in a lot of locations. I don't know. I've only played the 2 locations so far. Okay, well, I now have 2 copies of Search. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to finish my sprint and go down here, because then I can walk my way into that searchable area and just go ham searching. That's the plan anyway. 2 successes on the walk. Moves up to 2 spaces, but I do want to stop here. As tempting as it is to... Yeah, no, there's literally no way for me to go save this victim. They're all gonna go into the saw blades. So, oh well. I'll stop here. I spend the time to do it, and I search. 1 success. We'll take the top item card, except Asami's ability is to look at an extra one and pick one, and she's immune to traps. Which is good, because it was a steel bear trap. Whew. Okay. So, this one I'll put at the bottom of the deck. And I'll keep the energy drink. Ready to run with the bulls, hunt monsters, and party like a rock star. I see what they did there. Discard this during the action phase and choose one of the following: 3-time or move a space. Okay, I'm gonna search again. Oh, that cost me a time. That's the one downside here, is that this is all burning time, but I'm okay with it. Let's find a weapon. Yeah, 2 successes. Looks at the top 2 item cards of the deck and chooses one, and Asami looks at an extra one, so I think I look at the trap again from the bottom of the deck, but I'm still immune. Well, these aren't great. This is not a weapon. The trash can lid. Didn't expect to cosplay an American hero, because she uses it like a shield. It ignores a damage. That seems actually pretty good. And then disguise and makeup kit. I knew theater would pay off. When an enemy specifically targets the final girl, you may use the disguise and makeup kit to treat yourself as a victim. The enemy will then target the nearest victim instead. I'm gonna take the trash can lid. And I guess I've pretty much exhausted what can be found in the forest, which is a shame because there were no weapons in there. Okay, well, I have 2 time to spend. You know, while I'm in super powerful mode, I'm gonna focus. This can lower horror and can gain some time. Oh, Butner says, tagged you in an Instagram story if you want to post your link to it on your story. Yeah, I will do that. Although I'm only streaming for probably no more than half an hour or more, but I did not post on Instagram. Whew, 1 success there. Yeah, okay, that lowers the horror, but loses time. I was hoping to gain time. And then, yeah, I guess, like, what am I holding out for? I will short rest also and see if I can get my hearts back. That, I get plenty of successes to regain 2 hearts. I was only down 1. Alright, regain 1 heart. I forgot this trash can lid has limited uses. That's these tiny little tokens. I don't even know if they play on camera, but there's little tokens for the 3 uses to ignore damage. Okay, I should take Butner up on the free Instagram advertising. Which is a photo he took of his computer screen with his phone. I've never looked better. The only issue is I don't know how to link to my stream very well. Right, like the link was always the same on Twitch. On YouTube, it generates a link for each stream because then that link becomes the archive. I guess you probably just make a habit of linking to your channel, and then if you're live, it's going to be front and center on your channel, I think. Probably? You know what? This isn't... I'm just going to share without the link because I ain't got time for that. But thank you, Butner. Yeah, I guess you just link it to your main channel and hope people figure it out. Yeah, I think so. If you're subscribed on YouTube to the channel, then it'll just put the stream on your like homepage. Like if you're following people who are live, it makes that very front and center. So it's only the people who may stumble on a social media post but not already subscribe on YouTube that this matters for. Okay, where was I? I was spending my 1 time to buy a close call, I guess. Then I played so many cards to sort out here. Search, walk, sprint, improvise. Okay, that was a good turn. But pretty soon all these victims are about to slaughter themselves. First, the killer acts. Can't spawn a puppet. The puppets are each going to move towards the nearest victims. And they can all get there. They just swarm these 3. And then... Dance, puppets. Make a horror roll. Okay. 1 success, 1 convertible success, and 1 blink. On a success, move all puppets 1 space towards you or the nearest victim, your choice. And then on a, if you got no successes, kill a victim in your space if there are none. Wait, how do we read this? Is it for each non-star? Kill a victim in your space? No, I think it's if there are no. Because otherwise, that could be like, and then it says if there are none, 2 horror. That could cause like 6 horror. There's no way that that's how that works. So, okay, so I rolled a success. I can move all the puppets 1 space towards me, I guess. I don't really know how that benefits me. Because here's the thing. Next it's the upkeep, and the victims all suicide into the spinning saw blades. They're gone. We're halfway through the terror deck, and the victims are all dead, almost entirely dead, to this stupid spinning saw blade trap that they just all thought was the way out. I don't even know. I don't know what they were thinking. Just that they thought it was a cool new attraction at the park, I guess. Okay. Welp. Now, oh, wait. Also, 3 more victims died. They should go down here. He should move up on this track 3 times, triggering 2 events. The first one is, did you follow me here? Why do you always tag along? Oh, good. Place 4 new victims at the big top. One of them is a special victim, the white meeple, who is your plucky younger sibling. When the sibling is in your space, you may spend 2 time to re-roll 1 die. If the sibling dies, +2 bloodlust. And if the sibling leaves play, discards card. Oh no, this is terrible. And there's another event. Run, I'll hold them off. The victim closest to you is your fiancé. If an enemy would move into your space while the fiancé is there, they instead kill the fiancé, and the killer stays where they are. If your fiancé is killed by a trap, 5 horror. So I need to replace one of these with. So my fiancé and my sibling are just chilling with Geppetto at the big top. This really couldn't go any worse. Welp. I basically need to go in and kill him. Like, I don't really know what else I can do, but try to end this fast. Oh, and I don't have a weapon. Because they're just gonna, if the puppets don't get them, the trap will. They're all gonna make their way to the saw blades. This is absurd. Okay. I can't believe that this is happening. Can I guess I could try to get in and get the 2 important ones to safety. Man, I don't know. Alright. Well, it is my turn. I'll start by walking. See if I get 1 space or 2. 1 space with a convertible second space. It's probably not worth. I need that strongman's hammer. Alright, here's what I do. I convert with a close call and a weak attack. 2 successes. Spend a time putting me at 5. I'm going to actually try to go search the things to astonish, then go in for the kill. I guess. This is such a rough one. That's it for my turn. I really didn't have very many other cards. I blew through so many last time. So I will pick up these zeros. I have 5 to spend. I want a search for sure. And a distraction, I guess. Okay. Oh, Killer's turn. Killer tries to spawn a puppet. They're all already spawned. They all move in here. The killer's gonna kill a victim. Oh, if an enemy would move into your space while the fiancé is there, instead kill the fiancé and the killer stays where they are. Was it the enemy or the killer? This is worded a little bit weird, but since it's from this... Run, I'll hold them off. I think it's probably... I mean, I guess I'll read it as it says. 1 puppet stays back but kills my fiancé, raising horror by 5. Uh, terrible, terrible news. That finishes this event. It's not relevant anymore. Also, a victim died. Bloodlust is already maxed. At the top of the track here, it just says discard a terror card. So, when the timer's ticking down on the game, basically. Okay. Welp. That was just the puppets moving. Then Geppetto is going to kill a victim. It's going to discard another terror card. And then we do a terror card. Make or break. Roll a die. I rolled a 2. You must lose half. You must lose health equal to half the result rounded up, or kill that many victims instead. Honestly, what's one victim doing for me? I'll just kill the victim. Discards another terror card. Alright, we're basically to the finale. I am going to have to... Oh, man. Does anything bad happen if the sibling dies? Yeah, +2 bloodlust. Okay, that actually doesn't matter much because the terror cards are already all milled. So... I'm still going to go for that hammer. I basically need that hammer and one big attack. I guess. Okay, so I will walk my way. Oh, let me start with a distraction, I guess. Try to get horror down and time up. Woof. Okay. Here we go. That is just one convertible success. That's not great. It is worth converting, though, to lower horror and gain a time, because I need to buy some attacks. Okay, then let's try walking and hope I can walk better than I can distract. I can. I get to move one space and spend a time doing it. Then it's time to search. This needs to be a good roll. That was an okay roll. I get to take the top item card in my space, but since I'm Asami, I get to search 2 cards. It is the Strongman Hammer we looked at before, or, oh, it's the Hidden Cobra Trap. Luckily, she's immune to traps, so... Strongman Hammer is mine. That means I'm taking the trash can lid and putting it in my backpack, because the hammer can't go in my backpack. Then next turn, I'm going to have to run in and... just land a huge attack on Geppetto and hope for the best. Okay. I have a focus. Yeah, no, I'm going to... I have 6 time exactly. I'm going to buy a critical blow and take these zeros. This is such a long shot, because now I need to, like, successfully walk in there also. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. The good news. There's not a lot of good news. The good news is that when the puppets... or basically when Geppetto kills the last victim now, it actually causes the last terror card to be discarded, meaning that there will be no terror event this turn. That actually kind of works out in my favor. Because now we can go straight to the upkeep. Oh! I screwed up a little bit. That victim definitely should have panicked and been like one adjacent. Well, yeah, I guess let me back up then. I can fix this. A 1. So my sibling should have run south. Oh, which was actually to me. So I take it with me. Okay. That's better than it dying, I guess. The puppets would have all made it to me then. They're just piled on top of me. And we do the terror card, and it is... Razor Puppet Stream. Victims in or adjacent to Geppetto's space are killed. Well, that's nothing. Lose 2 hearts if you are in or adjacent to Geppetto's space. You may reduce this damage by 1 for each walk or sprint action card you discard. I am not there either. If no victims were killed or you did not take damage, resolve the next terror card. There is no next terror card. That went great. And my sibling's still alive somehow. Alright. Then, upkeep. Now my sibling runs off to head towards the saw blades. And... Yep, okay. And then, now the finale starts. Oh, jeez, I'm screwing up a lot this game, too. Dark Power should have been on. Immortal Master. If all the puppets are on the board, Geppetto cannot be killed. Any damage that would remove his final health token is ignored. If all the puppets are on the board. Okay, so I'm going to have to take one out. And the finale is, remember them? When revealed, spawn all remaining puppets to the board. When moving puppets, they move one space less than normal. But now they attack. Okay, I think I'm screwed. But we'll play this out. Alright, so I need to walk, and it needs to be 2 spaces. Wait, I need to take out a puppet so that I can kill Geppetto? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so I need to make a weak attack here. And roll well. I succeed. Okay. A single success is deal a damage, which will defeat a puppet. It exhausts it. And I lose a heart. If I lose any more hearts, I can't use my hammer, so that's no good. But that's fine. Now I'm gonna walk. I need to walk successfully here. That's not that successful. Do I convert one, or do I go for the reroll? I think I go for the reroll. I spend 2 time with close call to reroll all dice. That's better. That's 2 successes. Okay. So I can walk, spending a time, because that's what the walk card does. And I'm there. Okay. I've got this energy drink that can move a space too, so I could avoid sitting here and get further from the puppets. Maybe this is doable. Oh, except the hammer ends the action phase. That's probably not doable. Okay, I'm gonna go down swinging. Literally. Critical blow. Oh no, and I have no, like, rerolls, nothing. Oh, man. Welp. Okay. Critical blow. I just need to, like, roll 2 successes here. This will be fine. 1 convertible success. That sure won't do it. So on a miss, it actually still hits, sort of. It does 2 damage. Plus my strongman hammer is going to do 3 more damage. So that's, like, fine. That took 5 out of 8 health from him. And then I lose 2 health. Horror goes up, which causes this animal panic thing. I need to roll 5 dice since the horror level is now 5. 4 stars. Wow. So I can actually move a victim of my choice 1 space for each of them. Let's just get my sibling to the exit. I don't know what good that does. And then after resolving an attack with a hammer, lose a heart and end the action phase. Yeah, so here's my problem. One of my many problems. I can't swing the hammer again. And I don't have any more attack cards other than I'll get my weak attack. Nope, I used my weak attack. Oh yeah, I don't see how I get through this. Oh, and Geppetto moves now. Yeah, so I've got 3 time. I'll spend it on a close call and a guard. And pick these up. And then Geppetto is going to, let's see, so the puppets are going to move. Oh, they all attack, so even if I succeed at guarding 1, I'm taking 3 total attacks here. I'm at 1 health, so, well, I'll play this out. A puppet's attacking me for 2. I'll guard. I've got 2 dice to roll here. 1 success will reduce it by 2. Okay, so guard worked. but now the next one attacks me, and I just take the 2 damage. So that's my last hit point. And it's blank. Well, you can't win them all. This game, I was surprised to get a good hit on Geppetto with that hammer, get him to 3. Like, this was not as far from winnable as I expected. So I'll take that. But, yeah, on that note, on the note of dying horribly to a razor-stringed puppeteer with spinning saw blades, I'm going to call that a stream. Thank you for checking it out. I do think that we are going to, for the foreseeable future, keep trying out streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. I might even explore, there are ways to like simul stream and be on both. But yeah, it just seems like the more applicable place to stream when what you have, what you've built is a YouTube channel. You know, so we're gonna try that out, including tomorrow evening. Candace, my good friend and a face that many people know from Board Game Geek. We're going to be live on here playing Flesh and Blood, which she is going to sell me on getting deeper into that. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, join us then. If you haven't liked this stream yet, that would be great just to get it in front of more eyes. And with that, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching.